Hi, welcome to Sci-Fi Builds. I'm your host Wayne. This is episode 20 of the Lego Optimus Prime build that I've been building for the last couple of weeks. Now we are on to bag 6 and we start off with instruction 154. So without any further ado, let's jump onto the build. Just before I do that though, would you please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell and smashing that like button. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the build as much as I am putting it all together. And this time, let's get on with it. So, bag 5. We're going to be building this section of Optimus's right leg. And so it's exactly the same as what we did before. Starting off with these two black pieces here, long pieces. Take the smooth section, pop it on the top and connect these two together like that, and then you take the long white piece and pop it down the middle like so, and that is stages 154 to 155 complete. Moving on to stage 156 and 157. For that we will require these pieces. And we take the single blue section and pop it on the corner here. Then we take the two 4 pieces and move them further down like so. And for those of you that are paying attention, I am short of one piece. That would be that one. So that goes all the way down, so you have this line of blue and this corner of blue here. That's stage 156. 157, we take the red block and we pop that like we did on this other leg there. And again, this grey piece sits there like that, and that is what you should be left with. On to stages 158 and 159. So for stage 158, we're going to be working on this side here, and we've got a little bit of building work to do beforehand. So we take our blue block here and we take this little connector piece and that sits on there. The blue square then sits on top like so. Once you've made that, connect it to the end where the grey part is. Then we take these two little grey blocks and put those side by side like that. That's 158. Moving on to 159, we have these little L pieces which match what we've got there, but they sit on the inside like that, so the little lugs point outwards. We start with that one there. Then we take the two smaller ones, so they're the pieces. We take these two shorter ones and they go on there as well, next to each other. So that's 1 and then 2, leaving us with this last one here of the tall ones, and that is the very last piece that sits nicely on the end there like that. And that is stages 159 and 158. 160, we're going to be using these sections here, and 161 we'll be using these 3 pieces there. So we take what we've made, excuse me. So the yellow beige square goes on there like that, with the 3-piece beige going across this side here. And as you remember this from the last leg that we did, and then that blue piece goes on top there. If you're enjoying the build, please let me know in the comments box. If I can improve the videos, again, please use the comments box to tell me how I can improve the content for you. if there's any particular builds that you'd like me to make in the future. That grey ball joint piece goes there. This other 3-piece that sits that side of the red, and then this red block goes on there as well. The final part of the 161 instructions tells us to place that beige square on there, and that is what you should have now at stage 161. Moving on to 162 and 163. So for stage 162 and 163, we'll be requiring these pieces here. These are for 163 and these for 162. To start off, we're going to be building a little section of the wall, which is going to be sitting in this area here. So if we turn it that way, it's going to be sitting down this end. In fact, with the leg piece facing us this way, we can take our block here with the holes in it. You need 2 of these, so I'll grab a second one in a second, and then it goes like that. Then we require the second one, which I didn't get out. Have it now. So that's going to go there, and then that final block of black is going to go there. Now then, what we are doing, we're going to build a special part that goes here, and we do that starting off with a small 2-piece. Then we pop the grey lug on top. Then we take the grey L-shaped and make sure the lug's facing towards you. So hold it once it sits down. So hold it in this way. Place the small diamond part or pyramid part on the end. Top it off with a cap of blue, and that then sits here that way round with that special lug that you just made pointing outwards. Then we take this 2 block and stick that on the end, and that's 162 taken care of. We're now going to be building up parts of the top here. The white, first of all, we'll take this white block and this red piece. Now that sits with the red piece underneath and goes in this area here at the end of the grey. So it should go in there like that, and that level there, that should all be level with the grey and the white. So once you've done that, you can then take the white single piece, and that's going to go onto the beige, like so. And this white single piece is going to line up on the other red, like that. Then we take the white triangular piece with the lugs, and we have it with the lugs pointing out like so. And again, this should be familiar with what we did on the other side. Moving on to stage 146 and 145.